have exhausted my patience. But I do hope you understand that even now, what's about to happen, this is me being reasonable.
Once upon a time, Wanda Maximoff was an Avenger, a fighter for justice, a lover of sitcoms, and a hero loved by many. Today, she stands trial for her crimes against humanity and the multiverse, making her the latest baddie who gets thrown into the pit. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to The Pit, our storage unit where we keep the most diabolical characters who will perform terrible acts. If they're bad and evil, then we'll kick them off a cliff into this fiery pit. And today we'll be examining the Scarlet Witch herself, Wanda Maximoff. Welcome back to Keepin' It Comic. I'm GoofyRhexxi. Now, Wanda's one of those characters that has a series of unfortunate events happen to her, even by hero standard. She saw her parents die right in front of her, right in the middle of a Dick Van Dyke show, if I might add. And she got tortured and turned into a weapon by Hydra, was right at the center of things when the Avengers had their civil war. She had to kill the love of her life with her own hands and then watch that love get resurrected and then get killed again. And then Thanos was like, there, my child. I understand your pain. Seriously, Thanos? What the actual my bad, y'all. Nothing worse than the person who unalives someone you love right in front of you, trying to sympathize with you. Little did we know at the time that this was just the beginning of Wanda losing her freaking mind. Because when she came back after that blip, the one thing on her mind was revenge, and we saw how that turned out.
Rain fire! But sire, our troops, just do it!
This lady held Thanos in such a tight corner that he was willing to kill his own men just to shake her. Now, after the battle at Endgame, Wanda was left adrift with grief, and then she met up with Sword, hoping to get Vision's remains and at least give him a proper burial. But Hayward, being the manipulative dope, actually set it up so that Wanda could see the love of her life getting disassembled, and that just really broke her. So Wanda left Sword with the sole intention of starting her villain arc. Well, kinda. I mean, but she did go evil, so you get my point. So she went to Westview, a place where she and Vision had talked about getting a house, and let all the chaos magic spew out of her, recreating and changing the town of Westview with over 3,000 people brainwashed and trapped inside of their minds. And some of these guys were lucky that they got to move. They got to eat and play a couple roles in Wanda's simulation. The others at the far side of town, yeah, they weren't so lucky. They actually had nothing to do. Dudes were literally standing and doing nothing for hours on end. That's a different type of torture. And even the kids of the residents barely came out, being prisoners in their own homes for God knows how long. But hey, Wanda eventually did the right thing. She freed their minds and set things right. But only God knows the amount of trauma those people faced afterward. Don't forget that while they were being controlled, that they started to also have Wanda's nightmares at some point. And after doing all that to them, Wanda was like, my fault, y'all. And she just flies away. Really, dude? Well, not before trapping Agatha Harkness inside of her own mind as well. I mean, the Westview thing was probably an accident, but the Agatha thing, that was on purpose. She wanted to take revenge on Agatha. She wanted to show Agatha just how powerless that she was.
Please, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're cruel.
I mean, I get that Agatha was bad news, but casting that kind of spell on her, that was kind of cruel. But this was only the beginning of Wanda's cruelty. Then she started reading the Darkhold, the actual book of the damned. And then she said to herself, I really love being a mom, but I can't just make children. I know, I'll steal them from the multiverse. So as any powerful multiverse villain would do, she started looking into the multiverse. And as luck would have it, she found America Chavez, a girl with the power to travel the multiverse. She was like, yo, this finna be easier than I thought. So she starts sending monsters after her. Don't get me wrong, we only saw 2, but it's hard to tell how many were chasing after her before we joined. All I know is that it got so bad that Defender Strange had to resort to using the Book of Ashanti. So it must have been pretty bad. And mind you, Wanda was the one controlling those monsters, meaning that technically she killed Defender Strange. Chavez winds up in New York, being chased yet again by the monster from Wanda. Our 616 Dr. Strange saves her and then has this grand idea. Oh, I know what to do. I'll ask Wanda for help. Why? Proving that once again, Doctor Strange is always at the center of many troubles in the MCU. It's no wonder that we kicked his ass into the pit a couple weeks ago, and you should definitely check out that video after watching this one. Also, another thing that you should do is hit that like button and that subscribe button so that we can continue to throw these characters into the pit. So Strange meets up with Wanda on a beautiful apple farm, and then Wanda pulls a psych, I lied, and shows that it was Wanda all along. She lifts the spell that she placed on the apple fields, and then we get to see what she's really done to the environment. Hey, Wanda, I know you're evil and all, but did you have to kill that many trees? What did they ever do to you? I know it's kind of crazy. Am I drawing the line at trees instead of actual people? Maybe I need to be thrown into the pit. Anyways, so she and Strange get to talking, and she's like, bring me America Chavez or I will kill everybody. Then she makes her way to Carmitage, and immediately the Carmitage sorcerers put up their defenses, saying, we can do this all day, lady. Carmitage? East side? Represent? Yep, those were their exact words. I'm sticking by that one. And Wanda just laughs and goes, y'all still think this is some Scott Derrickson directed Doctor Strange? Nah, homies, this is Sam Raimi. And Wanda gets into the minds of one of the Carmitage soldiers and then breaks their defenses and proceeds to obliterate everyone in Carmitage. I mean, she was like, Oprah, you get a death. No, you get a death. And everybody in Carmitage just, you get the point. Doctor Strange finally realizes, damn, this witch is crazy. And he places her in the mirror dimension. Not only does Wanda break the mirror dimensions, but she also starts pulling people into the mirror dimension through reflections. And then she comes out of the mirror like some sort of demon from The Exorcist and goes, did you miss me, baby? Then Strange and America Chavez accidentally get sent across the Spider-Verse. Sorry, I mean the multiverse. And Wanda proceeds to hang Wong to a stake. The level of disrespect. Then Wanda starts dreamwalking with the Darkhold looking for them. And then another sorcerer sacrifices her life to destroy the Darkhold, and Wanda kidnaps Wong and forces him to take her to Wangador, where she meets her minions, realizes that she's prophesied to destroy the world, and then she starts dreamwalking again. She dreamwalks into the Wanda A38 and then wastes no time to launch an attack on the Illuminati. I mean, Doctor Strange is on one side being lectured, and Wanda's just straight up destroying the building. Then the Illuminati is like, we'll take care of this witch. Yeah, sure. Reed Richards, Captain Marvel, Captain Carter, and Black Bolt go on to straight sacrifice themselves. I mean, confront her. Mr. Fantastic goes, hey, yo, Wanda, stop being a total a-hole. I also have kids. I feel you, mama. And Wanda asks, is their mom alive? Reed goes, yeah, why? Because I'm gonna make sure that you never see them again. Reed is shaking, and he's like, Black Bolt, say something. And Wanda's like, nuh-uh. She chaos magics dude's mouth, and bro blows his brains out from the inside out. Just damn. And Reed tries to attack her, and Wanda goes, Mamma mia, I make spaghetti. And turns Reed Richards into spaghetti. And once again, Wanda obliterates everyone else. Captain Carter tries to act tough, only to find out that she cannot do this all day. And attacks her with the shield, and Wanda goes, just like Ultron did with Sokovia, I'll cut you in half. And Captain Carter gets split into two, and Captain Marvel is like, hell no, you ain't getting away with that. And then Wanda smashes a statue on her, killing everyone. But she wasn't done, because Charles Xavier rolls in and tries to pull the classic invade your mind telepathically thing that he does. He finds the A38 Wanda trapped under a bunch of debris, and out of nowhere, Wanda steps in and breaks his neck inside her head. I would like to point out the fact that Earth 838 was doomed from the very beginning with heroes like this. Kang, just prune them. Oh, that's right. I just don't know what to say. I mean, she literally killed this guy, one of the strongest telepaths in the Marvel Universe, without so much as breaking a sweat. How was that even possible? And finally, one of Wanda's last feats, she kidnaps America Chavez again, sends Strange to another universe, and kicks Wong off the edge of a cliff, completely letting the dude fall to his death. And she did all this in the span of like a couple weeks. So to recap, she's imprisoned over 3,000 people in what seems like a telepathic nightmare and trapped innocent children inside their homes like they were prisoners. She has no regard for the environment, destroying trees as she sees fit. She's perfectly okay with conjuring beasts and demons to wreak havoc across the multiverse. She kidnapped Wong, kidnapped Earth 38's Wanda. Don't forget she was trapped under a bunch of debris in her own mind. Plus, she sent Strange and Christine to another universe, knowing full and well that they would not be able to find their way back. Next, she killed a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people, from the sorcerers in Carmitage, the members of the Illuminati. Wanda literally showed no pity. She told the man that she was going to make sure he never sees his kid again and split Captain Carter in two. The funny thing is, if she wanted, she could have used other less lethal ways. She could have put them to sleep or set them away, or maybe even just rendered them immobile for some time like she did with the Avengers in Age of Ultron. But nope, instead she chose to kill over and over and over again, without mercy, without remorse, without so much as a second thought. And don't forget, Wanda's action caused an incursion, and now many more people are in danger. Therefore, Wanda Maximoff, even though you ended up destroying the Darkholds in the end and imploding Wangador to rubbles and not kidnapping another woman's children, your crimes against humanity and the multiverse leave us with no choice. Wanda, we sentence you to the pit. I want you guys to understand this. It brings me no joy to do this. I love Wanda, but I just do not love what she's become. So let us know your thoughts about all of this in the comments. More importantly, let us know who you would like for us to throw into the pit next. Check out this next video here where we discuss how Homelander should be in the pit, and also check out the pit playlist where we also talk about Doctor Strange as well and how that brother definitely deserves to be in the pit. Check out our links that are down below in the description where you can follow us on social media. And as always, guys, thanks so much for kicking it. We'll keep it the comic. Bye.